The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Money and More on TNC Season 3. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Sonny Jaldon. I'm streaming live from San Jose, California.
And I'm Haydee Jaldon. I'm streaming live from Cebu City, Philippines.
Right.
Welcome to Money and More.
Welcome to Money and More on TNC. How is everything over at your side of the world, Haydee?
It's good. It's very good, though it's very hot in here, Sonny, and I know it's cold in there. Ang galing, no? Nakakainggit. And, the week has been very busy for me because
Yes.
there was an event in Cebu called
Yes.
Bicon. That's an influencers parang convention nila, no? And our president and CEO, Miss Apple Manansala, was here with us to cover the show, the event, rather, with Miss Celia Jacobs. So, ang saya, I was able to meet the content creators and some personalities during that Bicon festival.
Right. The who's of the influencer and content creator world, no? Dito sa dyan sa inyo, no? Was there. You can check out all the pictures and the events in the official TNC Facebook page. You're gonna see nandun sina Will Dasovich, that's right. Will Dasovich, Bogart
The voice
Explorer.
behind the Philippine Airlines, si Miss Inca was also there.
Oo nga, interesting.
Oo.
Yeah,
Yun din.
parang umikat siya
Yeah.
because of that.
Your
But great.
favorite, Bogart, the Explorer, was
Bogart
also
Explorer.
there.
Oo nga, what a privilege for you to be there, no? And it's
Mhm.
great that Cebu is back on track na to be able to host yung mga events na ganito. Parang ang saya.
Yeah, yun
Right.
nga. I would like also to congratulate the organizers of the show, sina Miss
Mm.
Eva Evardoni. Ang
Mm.
galing nila. They really pulled it off.
Right. And speaking of the show, tonight, with everything that's happening, no, with everything that's happening, so natin sabihin that life goes on, and there are dreams that we are aspiring for, and what we want to succeed and accomplish, no. And our guest
Mhm.
tonight is is an example of 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 what's this pushing forward, driving forward, no, towards the dream. Introduce him for us, Heidi.
Yes, I really admire this person. Napakabata pa niya, and he's one of my colleagues in AIA Philippines, and he's a youth president for Green Meadow Baptist Church. He's a musician and a registered civil engineer. And maybe a lot of you will be wondering why he is in the insurance industry. But
Mhm.
he's in his 2 years and 8 months with AIA Philippines and 12 months as a unit manager, he already has achieved a lot of things. No, he's currently an associate financial planner for RFP Philippines, a professional financial advisor for Limra, a unit manager of Touchstone Financials, leading, Sonny, eto, mamamangha ka, 30 financial advisors already,
Ooh,
no? And he already has one unit manager and two potential unit managers.
right.
And
Okay.
isa pa, he's among the top 100 AIA unit managers in one provincial 2022. That's quite a success already for a very young gentleman like him.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our privilege to have him tonight, Engineer Zivie Zamora.
Hello,
Hi,
Ziggy.
hello Miss Haydee. Hello po, hello sir.
Sunny
Good
lang. All right.
evening.
Great to meet you, Ziggy. No? First time tayo nag-meet and nagkita. Glad to have you on the show.
Yes.
It's great to have you here, and very interesting to listen to your story. It's a very inspiring story, and it began like 2 3 years ago. So please introduce yourself to us, no, to your audience.
Yeah, hello. Again, I would like first to thank Miss Heidi for inviting me to be here, and of course her husband na si Sir Sonny. I'm just very happy to be here. My name again, audience na, my name is Zivie Amora, and I believe Miss Heidi, we are live streaming even outside Philippines, no? Parang ano to, whole world ang nakikinig dito. No, I am Zivie Amora. I am a civil engineer by profession, no. Pang-apat po ako sa magkakapatid, no, apat kaming magkakapatid. I'm the youngest and both of my parents are civil engineers. No, so many
Oh,
tulad na lang sabi ni Miss Heidi, maraming nagtatanong bakit nasa insurance business, nasa financial services ako. So I'm very excited to share my story, no, why
mhm.
I shifted my career, no, why I pivoted my career to
Right.
becoming a financial advisor from a registered civil engineer. So yun po. I'm 23 years old and ano, I'm
Available
ano,
ba?
sabi kanina, I'm a musician, no?
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm a civil engineer. No? So I'm very excited to again share my story with you
All
all.
right.
Yun po. Good evening.
Parang ang ganda ng maganda yung what's this, yung switch, yung transition na yan because engineer by profession, insurance practitioner by practice. Let's say that.
Oh,
Yeah,
di
yeah,
ba?
yeah.
Practice, no? Yeah. So Zivi, no, it's great to have you on the show. I'm sure our listeners in the Philippines and around the world are also interested to see how this is working for you, no? As you said, no, what initially sparked this interest in you, no, sa financial services? It's as it's not a very usual, it's not an usual path, sabihin na natin, no, for a young
No.
person like yourself, and for somebody with your credentials, with your credentials, no, to
Yeah,
take. So, what
correct.
initially sparked your interest?
Yeah. I like to acknowledge yung sabi ni Sir Sonny na it's a career na minsan um, young people do not really appreciate pa masyado, no? So, I appreciated it kasi my mother is now my agency manager, no? So, we are
Oh,
partners now in the business, no? She has been in the insurance business for more than 20 years, no, 25 years. To share nga, she joined the insurance business, yung parang opportunity program, yung career orientation. Uh, Together kami, magkasabay kami because nasa tummy niya ako, no? Nasa stomach niya ako. Being pregnant siya sa
Cute.
akin no na time. So, I'm
hmm,
23 years old, no? 23 years na rin siya nasa industry. What sparked the question, no? What sparked the interest in me is again both of my parents are civil engineers, no? So Sir Sunny, yung father ko pala, he always invites me. I'm young na, invites me to going to his construction field, no,
Mm.
lalo na yung pag nagbibigay ng ano, nung wage or matawag diyan, nagbibigay ng sweldo, no.
Mm.
So sila nagpipila sila, and I thought before that I fell in love with civil engineering because I love the construction
Okay.
fields, parang ganyan. However, I found out now that I'm in the financial services industry, it makes me
Mhm.
happy. Parang ano ko, parang nature ko yung nakikita ko ang mga tao that they're happy when they know that they can bring food to their table,
Okay.
no, they can provide for their family. So parang may resonance na doon. However,
Mm.
I also had the passion na noon pa, Sir Sunny, no, in college, I'm a student leader, and
Nice.
I always wanted to talk to people. No, even though I'm a civil engineer, kaharap ko yung mga bato, mga
Okay.
construction materials, math. However, I still make time to meet new people, kaya I fell in love with music because it's people oriented, no, people
All right.
connecting people with music. So I
Mhm.
perform in college, mga ganun. So I make sure to still uh, go back to my interest, to my passion. So now, still I to share, Sir Sonny and Ma'am Haydee, no, after graduating ko sa college sa Ateneo de Davao University, I took up the board exam, no, and fortunately, no, God willing, I passed the board exam, and
Wow.
immediately, no, I'm very excited kasi my brother is also an architect. My mother is a civil
Oh,
engineer. My father is a civil engineer. So nasa construction na talaga kami.
construction
So
industry
parang
talaga.
given na. No, but so yun, we planned na by year 2020. This was year 2019 when I passed the board exam. By year 2020, dapat may dalawang projects na kami. No,
Mm.
ano na kami ng business permit. No, by year
Mm.
2021, I have a dream board. I should have at least three residential projects, and now a physical office partnering with my dad and my brother sa
Nice.
business, na construction business. However, this was my business permit na, may mga DTI permits na ganyan. However, the pandemic happened. No,
Okay.
so I really had to make a shift. No, and I think that's my hint na tayo why I shifted to the insurance business. No, so
Mhm.
yes, sir, Tony, that's my answer. Yun yung pinaka-reason why I shifted my career to the insurance profession, no, in financial planning.
All right. Okay.
Oh, so it was because of the pandemic pala that
Yeah,
brought
yeah,
you
yes,
here.
yes.
Okay. So, but it's very admirable of you that even though it's not really planned to be in this industry, the financial industry, you are able to build an agency group with AIA, and it's very interesting that, as you have said, no, that you were able to build this in 2020, wherein there were limitations in terms of recruiting
Mm.
people, di ba? So, uh, tell us how you handled and managed that critical time. Kasi for me, ang hirap nun, ang hirap you need to start as a financial advisor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And being a financial advisor, you have to meet certain qualifications, but this was pandemic. So, from that time, you were able to make it as a financial advisor and eventually leveled up or being
Mm.
promoted as a unit manager. So, ano yung mga ano, how were you able to manage that?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Miss Haydee, Ma'am Haydee, no. Oo nga, no, pag tiningnan ko balik yung mga ano, I mean, almost 3 years ago, I can only say that it's by the grace of God, no, that I was able to still continue in this business, no. And sabi nga ni Sir Sonny that I'm thriving now, no, but I'm trying. No. However, if I can just remember, I started with just learning the business. Yung pinaka-basic niya talaga. What's financial planning? Why is it relevant to my friends, to the community where I belong in, no? So I learned it even though pandemic time yun. I didn't know how to do it the traditional way. Kasi
Okay.
sabi nga nila, tawag nila sa amin, the pandemic babies. No,
Okay.
pandemic financial advisors. Oh, kasi we were trained amidst the pandemic. We
Yeah.
were doing everything amidst the pandemic, all Zoom, mga zombies nga daw kami. No, but
Zombies.
looking back, I learned it that way. So wala akong nakitang something wrong or change when I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike my colleagues, no, who started prior pandemic, they really made big changes. But I learned that digitalization is very important in the business, not just in the
Mm-hmm.
insurance or in financial planning. No, it in all businesses. No, restaurants biglang nag-shift
Right.
sila to doing digital.
Mm-hmm.
Shows like this, no, instead of making their setups physically, they do it, virtually. So everything became digital, and I thought, no, this is the right way for the insurance business to move forward. So I learned digitalization, making use of social media, ganun po.
Mm-hmm.
But of course may mga medyo mas mahirap siya because you don't know in financial planning you really have to be with the client, no. When we say be with, mentally, physically, supposedly, emotionally, you need to talk to them, discuss what's their future, how they can take advantage of many things, and plan for their financial risks. So medyo mahirap when we only have the laptop, the webcam, no, and the camera in front of us. But
Right.
God God led me to the right people, no, and I also prayed for my business naman din po to be able to really help people, no. So I was led to the young professionals market where tech savvy naman din sila, hindi mahirap makipag-Zoom sa kanila, hindi
Mm-hmm.
mahirap makipag-connect sa kanila because they're all online. So I was able to tap that market, my colleagues, no, and uh, even that was a result of a struggle because I was struggling sino ba yung magiging clients ko because I'm
Right.
still 20 years old when I started in this
Wow.
profession. Tapos parang naisip ko, I'm a fresh
Right.
graduate, I don't have a market. And if I talk to people at the 50-year-old age bracket, 55, 60s, and I'll be talking about financial planning for sure, no, yung mind ko, self-limiting belief ko nun is that they're gonna judge me. No, bakit mo ako tinuturuan how to plan for my
Mm-hmm.
finances? So I shifted that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
The mindset shift really helped me. I took advantage of the digitalization strength of our company, and my
Mm-hmm.
strength as a young professional, and then look at my opportunities because I am young. I can take up many courses as I can, no, and fail and
Mm-hmm.
stand up again so that I can become a better financial advisor. So that at the time, no, my time now when I reach out to people older than me, then they don't look at me sa age ko, but they look at me at my expertise sa financial planning. So that's how God helped me handle and manage the critical time nung tinatawag nating pandemic po.
Yeah, that's very interesting, Zv, no, because as you said, no, your generation, the zombies,
Zombies.
yeah, the Zoom generation nga, no, you grew up with this
Yeah,
business model where everything is done virtually. This is something that we in the industry, yung mga matagal na sa industry, would not have imagined, no, to be able to make
yeah.
sales virtually instead of face to face. However, because of the pandemic, we have what I admire about your company, AIA, is that they were able to adjust the business model quickly enough, no,
Mm.
to cater to the needs of the existing agencies and for the
Yeah.
incoming as well. No, so technology plays a very important role. Very admirable nga yan, no? Because I personally I have reservations about the Zoom generation, no? About
Mm.
doing all
Yeah.
these things virtually.
In fact,
Yes,
mas advanced pa nga kami, di ba? Than
right.
you there in the
Yeah, because
US.
the insurance in business here medyo na-paralyze siya a little bit when the pandemic
Mm-hmm.
happened and they were too
Oh.
slow to adjust, no? Because we were talking about you have digital tools, no, for sales that
And
you
they
use
don't.
dyan sa inyo.
They don't.
dito,
Paper
yeah, and you guys have been using that tool, I know, since 2010, 2012 pa. Ngayon,
Mm.
nag-a-adapt. Ngayon pa lang nag-a-adapt dito sa
Oh,
Tuwa nga sila.
talaga? Amazing.
So,
That's
yeah, so,
surprising, right?
yeah, but
That's
right now
surprising.
right now I love the Zoom generation. We actually opened up our business. It's an opportunity for us to be able to do our business anywhere with
Yun.
anyone.
Yeah, yeah,
Hindi ko
yeah.
na kailangan pumunta ng
Anytime.
Davao para
Correct.
mag-close, right? Or I just
Yes,
have to go
yes.
on a Zoom. And digital application will probably be the way to the future, no, in the future. So you and your group are poised, no, to take advantage of that, no. So we're adapting the technologies here as well. So and it's an interesting time in our lives wherein we're still trying to recover from the pandemic. No, everybody's saying that we are coming
Mm.
into a recession, and feel that maybe we feel it a little bit. No, dyan sa Pilipinas din. No, inflation is high. People are, let's say, have limited
Yeah,
budget, and people are asking, you mentioned about financial planning. How is financial planning relevant pa ba? Relevant pa ba to? Ang financial planning when everything has limits, tight budgets, yung ganun. Anong take mo? Anong
mm.
youthful take mo sa sa mga pangyayari ngayon? How relevant
Yeah.
would financial planning still?
Sobrang relevant, Sir
Okay.
Sonny, no. I side with the with the group who says na ito ang pinaka-importanteng matutunan ng isang Filipino,
Okay.
especially when they start to earn. No, so yes, we can agree that we are in a kind of a recession, no, environment. Sabi nga, recession daw is yung magka consecutive quarters of big growth, no. But when in financial planning kasi it's not just about buying something, no, or
Mm-hmm.
however, yun yung parang misconception when we talk about financial planning as a profession and a financial planning as a concept, because some those who still don't know, no, uh, it for them it's just talking into something and then talking about products and then acquiring
Okay.
one, buying one, and it's an expense. But actually, financial planning is a very crucial skill, no, and as a crucial activity that a person can do, not just for a month, no, but for his or her whole life. No, kasi financial planning comprises not just insurance, not
Mm-hmm.
just investments, but it's more of it's a master plan. No, it's a
Okay.
master plan. Na papasok ko dito yung pagiging engineer ko. It's like a blueprint of your life, financially speaking. No, so financial goals, where you are now, where you want to be, where your family want to be. So much more relevant siya ngayon in time of a recession environment. Because nga, I agree, many have lost jobs. May mga income silang nawala, no? They from their full-time job, they were parang natanggal sila sa trabaho that they have to reduce their income, no?
Right.
And because of inflation, they have to limit their budget. So financial planning comes into this in this environment
Okay.
in a different image kasi very crucial siya, because people now have to know how to grow their income, no, or how to protect their savings. So
Okay.
some people don't know na pwede pala silang mag-save in the bank. No, here in the Philippines, marami-rami pa ang walang bank account. No, so
Okay.
if nga nasa bank yung pera ng kaibigan natin, if may lying sila doon na 50,000, 20,000, 100,000 that they just put there in the bank, no, we
Mm-hmm.
even say that they're losing money because of the high inflation. So
Right.
very much relevant ang financial planning, especially yun nga, there's now an effect, magnified yung effect in the short term, much more in the long term run. Kasi when now, no, yung quarterly inflation rate is very high, no, nasasaktan na yung bulsa, no, nabubutas na yung bulsa ng mga kaibigan natin. How much more when they talk about retirement, no?
Okay.
Who can they talk when they talk about retirement? Retirement not just a retirement na kaya-kaya lang, but it's a comfortable retirement plan. No,
Mhm.
people need someone to talk to and to help them, to help them in their retirement planning. So that's why financial planning is very very much, relevant today. No, much relevant today, especially with the pandemic. Kasi papasok na din yung healthcare planning. No, mas nagiging aware yung mga tao ngayon. So
Mhm.
that's my take, Sir Sunny,
Mhm.
on what we have now as an environment.
All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that, ZV. No, so I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
This is actually a wake up call, no, for all
Mm.
of us, that that times of crisis actually magnifies our ang mga pagkukulang natin. Sabihin natin, it magnifies the things that we lack. No, so during the times of during the pandemic, nalaman natin na, oy, wala pala akong health plan, no, to protect myself
Yeah,
in
yeah,
case
yeah.
of get sick. Parang na-magnify yan, no. And during these times, no, of high inflation, let's say high inflation and high interest rates din, no, that uy, I'm losing money in the bank, or
Mhm.
wala pala akong savings, no.
Yeah,
So these
correct.
are the times of
Mm.
crisis, the times of the lean times are when all of these things are magnified. And a lot of people, as you mentioned, need that guidance. So we are actually in the best position right now. Now, when
Yes,
people need us the most,
yes,
people need us
yes.
the most during these times, that they will come to us. So, saan ko ilalagay yung pera ko, mataas ang interest rates? Saan ko ilalagay yung pera ko, mababa ang stock?
Yeah, exactly.
Saan ako pwede mag-save? Parang ganun. No? So they're seeking advice, and you definitely need a
Mm.
financial planner, no, to be able to, as you said, put up a blueprint, no, for your entire life, master plan, as you said. Great.
Pero ano kasi Sunny, di ba? The
Mm-hmm.
pandemic really has increased the awareness of the people
Mm-hmm.
in maximizing whatever
Mm.
income they have, and realizing that there's really a need to set aside for emergency
Right.
fund, for medical
Yeah, yeah.
insurances, and
Right.
all other stuff. Kasi, di ba, emergency fund, you're just told, no, to set aside at least 6 months of it.
Mm-hmm.
However, it has
Yeah.
been more than 2 years already, and uh,
Yeah.
I'm actually also feeling na the effect, no, kasi who would have thought that the pandemic will be this long, no, kasi
Mm-hmm.
This long.
everyone
Yeah.
thought na after a month lang to, after 2 months lang to, but my God, it's been almost 3 years, and kung hindi ka pa magigising, so to speak, with that,
Mm.
then I don't know kung ano na mangyayari. And, financial planning was not taught when we were in school, right,
Mm.
CB? Iba
Mm.
yung subject matters na pinag-aralan natin. And when in fact, after school, eto talaga ang pinaka-importante on how we will
Yeah.
manage our finances after
Yeah, yeah.
graduation.
If I may add, Ma'am
Go ahead.
Heidi, no,
Please go
yun
ahead.
nga sabi nila, the pandemic and what's happening now, the recession, is parang at the peak of most uncertain yung mangyayari. Hindi natin alam if we are going back. We don't know how the market, the economy will turn out with the war
Mhm.
happening. We don't know, baka may another virus na naman. No? So, in this time of uncertainty, there's nothing worse than not planning. No? So, yun I think the best way
Agree.
to really counter uncertainty is planning.
Right.
No? No? So, financial planning there is very crucial. It's again very crucial, and mas nagiging critical ang financial planning in today's age.
All right. So we're having a great conversation here with Zivie Amora. Very young. Wow. Okay, very young agency leader here with AI Philippines. We'll be back with him for more conversations after we take this break.
Juan Lu and his puppets face to face with special guests Makata Tawanan, Jess Box, and the Lunaria Marionette Show.
Salita. Alam mo, Tito Anlo, kung wala ako, nagsasalita ka nag-isa. Kung wala ako, wala kang masusuot. Kung wala ako, wala kang nakakain.
November 13, Sunday, 7 p.m. at the La Verdad Auditorium in Apalit, Pampanga. Buy your tickets now and see you soon, face to face.
Greenfield District, the future-ready district, home to Greenfield Tower, with its state-of-the-art fiber-optic internet backbone. Connectivity is built right into residences like Twin Oaks Place. 15 flourishing hectares right at the heart of Metro Manila, so that at work and at play, we can plant a future where dreams grow. Greenfield District, the future-ready district.
Alright, the new channel is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch what others as seen on the screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you.
TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity.
Right. Money and More. Please watch our show, Money and More, Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Philippine time and 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in the US. You can watch live or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Listen to our listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Search hashtag PNC now.
Yeah, and you can catch our show, TNC Money and More. You can watch it live or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG and on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search TNC, hashtag TNC now.
And
And
Haydee, yeah, countdown na lang, countdown to Christmas. There are 47 days to Christmas.
malapit na talagang Pasko, Sonny, no? So,
Yeah,
ang
47
saya.
days to go
So,
before
it's
Christmas.
47 days to go before Christmas.
God.
No, handa-handa mo na yung regalo mo sa akin, Sonny.
Kailangan ng financial planning dyan kasi Pasko. Kailangan i-plan mo kung sino talagang mahal mo. Kung sino ang mahal mo, paghandaan mo para sa Pasko. Alright.
All right, so we're back and we're actually having a very good and fantastic conversation with a very young insurance entrepreneur Engineer Zivie Amora, and we'd like to call him back to the studio.
And
Hi,
hello, Miss
Zivie.
Haydee, I'm back. Hi, Sir Sonny.
Hello.
Yeah, CV, very interesting yung ano no, yung what you call this, yung career mo in the financial industry. And I'm just wondering, no, young as you are, kasi there's not a lot of people who really see themselves in the insurance industry, especially you, no, you just graduated from college, took the board exams, and pag ganyan, parang you would really want to achieve your dreams of working for the career that you have studied, no? But
Yeah.
being in the insurance industry, now also doing recruitment for the young generation. So how do you actually start a conversation of attracting young people your age, no, to have a career in the financial services? So ano ba yung nagmo-motivate ng Gen Z and, so to speak, the millennials into this industry?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Miss
Dapat yung
Heidi.
matutunan yan.
Very interesting. Very interesting kasi din po yung profile ng Gen Zs and Millennials. No, some people consider them as one, no, singular
Mhm.
group. But
But they're
it's
not.
good to note na may kaibahan si Gen Z and Millennials. However, one thing that's very consistent with these two groups, no, studies have shown that hindi lang finances yung sole motivator nila. No,
Mhm.
of the generation that came before us, no, actually mas parang pera is the motivation eh. No, they want to provide
Oh.
for their family, ganyan.
Mhm.
However, when you talk to Gen Zs and millennials, may mga ano na, may mga topic na about I want to contribute to a purpose, no?
The
Ganon, mga
purpose, yes.
yes, oo, yung ah, purpose-driven life, mga ganon na mga
Mhm.
topic, and even they want to teach, they want to contribute into something bigger than themselves. Of course, hindi mawawala yung finance na side when you talk about work. But most of the time, isang reason ng isang Gen Z or millennial that they hop out of their job is that they feel that they're not contributing anymore. No, to the maybe to the mission of the company, to the purpose of the group. No, so one thing na-ask niyo po kasi what would motivate Gen Z and millennials. So I think
Yes.
it's the contribution. No? So what the financial planning industry has kasi the hindi naman lahat ng hindi naman sa kanya lang exclusive lang yung ganto sa financial planning industry, but very significant kasi yung role ng being living a life of significance in the financial planning industry. It's actually helping people um, learn more about their finances, no, take advantage of many options so that in the end, yung pinaka-result na goal is to help them and to help their families in the future. No, so it's a very big mission that when you present it to a Gen Z and to millennial, it makes them excited, especially that Gen Zs and millennials love to travel. No,
Correct.
all the while they
Yan
want to
naman, no?
work na 8 to 5. They want to have parang bring back their freedom sa time. No, so this is all of these three kasi is present in the financial planning industry. No, because we call it a business because you open your business anytime you want and you close it anytime you want. No, so it just depends on you on how you want to create an impact for today. No, so how do I start a conversation on, of course, to attract young people like me to this career is by just talking with them, sharing with them, or asking them kamusta trabaho nila, kamusta how's their not just their work, how's their life in general. Oh, may mga ganyan kasi kami, no? Sa generation namin yung sumisikat ngayon yung ano, tara coffee tayo. Oh, prerequisite daw yan before magkakain. So pinag-uusapan dyan yung ano, are you happy with what you're doing? No, and then
Mhm.
when they see that I'm always with my family, I'm very happy when I meet with my clients, no. Kasi really the financial planning business or profession is very exciting kasi kahit iba yung mga taong nami-meet mo ibang stories, and it makes you excited. No, so this by themselves, the conversation that I have with them, it already attracts them to the career. It's just a matter
Okay.
of when they want to push for it or if their interests really is there. No, kasi na-interest minsan may mga interested on the career itself. But maybe yung calling nila or maybe their what do you call this? Ang direction nila is different. No, so but when you talk about having a conversation and putting the financial planning profession on the table, hindi siya mahirap because it's more of a preaching through lifestyle, no, and not sharing yung commissions, sharing the business metrics, mga ganyan, no.
Correct.
So Gen Zs and millennials are very ano kasi very interesting group. It's more of they want may tinatawag silang work-life integration. It's not work-life balance anymore na binabalanse mo, magtatrabaho ko ngayon, magla-life, ano naman ako, life updates na naman. It's more of, I'm working at my own pace and still living my life. Parang ganun. So, that Gen Zs and millennials love.
Yeah, I got you. Kasi ano, yes, Sonny, you're trying to say something?
Natutunga nga ako sa work-life integration. Kasi I remember, yeah, because I remember kasi you're talking about hindi naman sa yung work-life balance kasi hindi naman pwede 50-50, 50 work, 50 balance, 50
Yeah.
work. So,
Yeah. Kasi ano din, what I see now and what I have observed, yung mga Gen Z, no, and yun yung generation mo na, no, are very goal, they are dream catchers, no, and they are really they would really do something to meet that dream goals in life, no, if they can have it at a younger age, why not, no. So I see them that they're also
Mm-hmm.
working very hard and in fact doing multi jobs just to be able
Yeah.
to achieve the dreams that they would want. And yun lang ang maganda ngayon kasi merong mga other platforms or other opportunities that you can do both, no, yung if you have a regular job, you can do side hustles that's available for you now,
Yeah.
in which we don't have during our
Yeah.
time kasi isa lang din namin talaga pagtrabahuan. So yun, 'di ba Sunny, nung panahon natin hindi tayo pwedeng mag-sideline. Kaya or ano, they're very
Parang
lucky now.
frowned upon siya, no?
Oo.
Frowned upon ang sideline na hindi ka pwedeng ganyan.
Yes.
But that's what I admire about your generation, no? Talagang
Ang yayaman
number
nila.
one, yeah, mga digital nomads kayo, you're able to bring your work anywhere. You're very creative. You're able to you're able to swing things no, in ways that we would not have thought possible. Technology is on your side in terms of making conversations with people. Um, yeah, so everything is, and that's actually a big challenge for us here in agency dito sa Kona to be able to recruit, to be able to bring people, young people into the because they have this idea that financial planning or advisorship para sa mga matatanda lang yan, sa mga older ages na yan. So yung the profession itself, the profession itself is only reserved for older people, no. So you're breaking that stereotype, no, of what a team would look like, and that's very interesting, no, the way that you do it. Tell us about your team. You've been talking about this is the part that I'd like to learn from you from, no, because
Yeah.
right, pandemic babies nga kayo, pero tell us about your team. How did you pull it off? What is the
Yeah, I'm very
vision
excited.
behind it?
Nasabi
Yeah.
ni Sir Sonny that He's excited. I'm very excited too to share all about my team. No, my team, they're listening now. I'm sure they're listening.
Oo
Oh,
nga,
They're
ang
okay.
one of
dami
our
mong mga
audiences.
fans dito.
No, so my team is called Touchstone Financials. No, I think I have a photo, yung first photo. We call ourselves Touchstone Financials. No, may magtatanong, ano yung Touchstone? Ba't ang hirap bigkasin? No, because I knew about Touchstone when I was reading a book kasi. No, it's a very it's a very nice object pala because it dictates, no, it tells the quality, ano yung quality ng isang precious metal. No, so
Okay.
tinatouch sa kanya yung gold, tinatouch sa kanya yung silver or maybe a precious stone, then it will reflect, no, kung anong quality niya. So that I think the profession kasi ng financial planning is we get in touch with our clients, no? We touch with them, and then we show them how they can better their quality of life that they live.
Nice. All
So
right.
that's what we call a Touchstone Financials. Hindi complete ito andito sa picture, but this group, we're now a growing team of 30 financial advisors. They come from we have
Wow.
CPAs, we have most of them nasa civil engineering din na industry. We have
Wow.
ex-OFWs. No, umuwi sila dito just to become a financial advisor. We have real estate professionals, my journalists, no, many different. We come from um, different walks of life, no, and my teachers, no, may ano na dyan, naturally teaching na talaga sila. So I'm very excited to share with you. We're a group of, in the next photo, I think we have shown we're a group of 30 young financial advisors. I'd like to share that it's young. Those are the photo. Yan, there's the soon to be unit manager Glyra, and then also soon to
Wow.
be unit manager Clea. We're operating here in the southern part of the Philippines. Itong Davao, Jensan, Kidapawan. No, and on the next photo,
That's fun.
ayan, my goal kasi is to build, later I'll show you yung technicalities, but I want to have my own agency someday. No, so it starts with promoting leaders, no. Hindi kasi
Mhm.
kayanin if ako lang mag-isa. So now we have, hindi na siya potential unit manager na siya, yung sa right side si Miss Irene Ilaog. Ayan, no. And of course, unit manager Clyra Rosalem. They're very young, no. Different walks of life again. And in the next photo, gusto ko lang talaga i-highlight kasi ma'am because this has been a success story. She is the first promoted unit, no, running almost 10 financial advisors in their team. No, in the next photo, they call themselves the ARC Financials. Ayun. Ayun. It's a very nice team composed of young financial advisors. No? So we have 3 bago lang nakapasa sa insurance examination here in the Philippines, and my 6 kaming kinakausap ngayon who are very interested to become a financial advisor. So, yun, ayan, nandiyan na ang photo. No, so we are a growing group, no. So this is the team that we have, no, and my vision kasi sa team for sa group ko is by 2025, no. So I'd like to share my dream board again. Kasi nagsabi ako my dream board before when I was aiming to become a business owner sa
Mhm.
civil engineering industry is to have projects. So my numbers pa doon, I'd like to share. I want to have to lead 1,000 financial advisors here in AIA Philippines, and to make my mother a district, no, manager here in operating in Davao. No, so that's that's not the end goal. It's, I think, the entrance. Entrance pa lang sa
Entrance.
marami-raming goals ko for for my team. Yeah, yo, entry level. Yan. So what drives me is seeing yung new financial advisors finding their real passion in this profession. Kasi I do not believe na isa lang yung passion ng isang tao all their life, no. And I really believe financial planning and helping people manage their finances is a passion that can be sparked in every individual, especially leading teams, no. So I'm really focused on promoting more unit managers and leaders in our group, and looking forward to create a big dent in the stereotype, na a bubble na may stereotype in the Philippines that it's a lost man's career ang being a financial advisor. No, it's not. It's leading lost people into the right way of managing their finances. No, so yan, Miss Haydee and Sir Sonny, that's the group that I'm leading. Yan. And in the next photo, yung my 6 aspiring financial advisors, you can see a few of our teammates. No, parang half lang ata to na andito. So I'm very very happy, Miss Haydee, for the time that you invited me here.
Yeah, actually, Sunny, si CV is a ano siya ngayon sa company, no? Parang nagiging idol ng mga
Grabe.
Gen Z and millennials. So
Rightfully
he's
so.
being invited to a lot of sharings, no? He has a lot of invitations to grace agency meetings, no?
Mm,
On conferences, and in fact, during the leaders awards, in the one in Manila where I went to, he's among those, no, the one interviewed on stage with the icons that we have, sina Sagani Antonio, sina Henry Evangelista. And he's the only one. He's the only millennial there, and the spotlight is really on him at this time, kasi being in Davao, no, so Davao siya base, and he has been considered among the top 100 unit managers in AIA Philippines in just 2 years. Imagine that, no? Yung ibang mga unit managers ilang taon na, but did not land to the top 100
Wow.
unit managers. So that's quite a success for a
All
young
glory to God. All
leader.
glory to God. Yeah.
sana kung maka-recruit tayo ng ganyan, no, we'll be able to grow the team of young professionals. Congratulations to your UMs, no, Irene and
Yes.
Glyra.
Glyra.
Glyra, for sharing that vision. Very intriguing, no? Just very quickly lang, Miss Engineer Zivie. Um, what does a work day look like for you when you manage your Gen Z agents? What
Yeah.
system is in place to get them engaged? Day in the
Yeah,
life.
kasi yeah, oo. Kasi most of us, I'm sharing, talagang we took advantage of the gig industry. All of
Okay.
us, no, parang 90% of us are part-timers. Yung
Okay.
isang leader, si unit manager Irene lang ang full-time, and yung isa from Kidapawan, si soon to be unit manager Cleo Olarte. So all of us, no, most of us are generally generally majority of us, I'm sorry, is doing it part-time. So we
Okay.
start our day usually after work hours ng iba. No, a majority of the things that we do, we start at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. to 9, oh yeah, to 8 p.m. No, so
Okay.
uh, we adjusted our work hours, yung full-time financial advisors, especially leaders. We adjusted it for those who want to do this part-time. No, but most of the time, we are at the office ng mga 8 to 5, mga ganyan. So, hindi naman siya super heavy kasi ang trabaho ng isang unit manager or an agency leader or as a financial advisor, as long as we just know we call it our big rocks. Ano ba yung priorities namin ngayon? So, we are a dynamic team, no, and of course all of our activities, these are all influenced by our agency, no, yung bigger group na where we belong, and uh, we really cultivate yung teamwork. That's yung work day namin is very fun. It might go into 8 p.m. mga ganyan, but definitely it's not exhausting. Yan.
Sana yung mga saying that, no, what are your current projects, CV, and ano yung future ventures mo?
Future ventures. Yes, oo. I'm since pabalik na din yung schools ngayon, ma'am. The group that I'm leading, we're focusing into uh, promoting financial literacy on college students,
Mm-hmm.
no, planting the seeds, no. So we recently talked in one of the biggest universities here in Davao, University of Mindanao. No, we talked to accountancy students, we taught financial literacy to them, no, and the basics of financial planning, no, and that's one of the projects that we're doing alongside isang group din namin are doing barangay to barangay financial literacy talks, no. So we're really going to the mass market, yung very simple people who they really need to know more about financial planning. That's the project, that's the direction that we're going to. And in terms naman po of growing our team, no, achieving the vision of 1,000 financial advisors before, no, at the year 2025, we are now going into universities offering joining job fairs. Not hindi kami nahihiya to really go into classrooms, no. That's the direction for next year, to open ourselves, no, and to communicate and partner with universities to help their fresh graduates to to take a solid step in the financial planning industry. So that's the direct projects that we have, no? So we're very excited po for the coming year. Yan.
Right. We're
Yeah.
very excited for you as well. No?
Correct. So, meron lang ako shout out CV before we
Sure.
Yes
continue.
po.
Ang dami kasi yung mga fans dito eh. Si Carlo and who's
Ayun.
this? Phoebe is also saying they're very proud of you. Raymart is also watching. Sean is watching. Maria is watching. And I see
Wow.
Sir Ray Salgado from Manulife, my friend from Manulife, is also watching with
Wow.
us. And Sir Jimmy, no? So, meron pang iba. Mamaya na lang sila kasi baka we will run out of time. But,
Actually,
ang
yeah.
galing kasi.
Kasi mas masaya ang ating kwan, no? Ang pinag-uusapan natin alam isang oras na ang dumaan.
Wow,
Right.
bilis nga pala.
Yeah, as in
Very,
bilis
very
ng oras.
interesting naman
But
talaga to know na, young as they are, no, this generation,
Yeah.
why will they have interest in the financial industry as a career? Diba? So, yun. Shout out po daw kay John Boyd Huang. Is he your friend? Yeah, nagpapa-shout out siya. But anyway, yes.
yeah, it's masaya ang usapan dito ang conversations natin with Engineer Zivie Amora, and marami right now marami na akong natutunan sa inyo po, no. And it's always good to see fresh faces into the industry, no. As long as we have been here, parang ang saya-saya kapag when young people get into this business, no. My one of my biggest regrets, and I always tell people, is that I got into this business too late at 26. Debate na ba yun? Oo, di ba? Late na yun. Late na yun. Late na yun kasi maraming pa sana akong natutunan, no? And I'm still learning. Right now here in the US din, I'm learning how to do the business from this side of the world, no? Kasi iba yung dynamics dito. But I have very good mentors. But it's always refreshing to see young getting into the business. Yan. All right.
Yes.
So that is our time here with Zivie Amora, Engineer Zivie Amora. Very young, very successful. Thank you for guesting on our show tonight.
Thank you, CV.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Miss Haydee. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
God bless you.
Before we end, Mr. Zivie, can you give us any parting wisdom on your part, no? Some life lesson, young as you are, no? Some life lesson that you would like to, that you would like to share with us, no? Young as you are.
Yes, it's not from me, but I always refer to my mentor, both of my parents, Engineer Zito and Miss LV, my agency manager, is to if you want something that you have never done, if you've never had, no, if you want something na hindi mo pa na-experience, may it be to go home happy, no, or to be at the the important events ng life ng mga family mo or whatever that is, to earn more, to be happier, whatever that is, no, if you want to have something that you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done, no. So that's my mantra that I have always been sharing with my team, no. If hindi pa na-experience yung mga na-experience ng iba, yung mga gagaling, no, try to do something different, no. And for those who are listening, I may represent, no, a very uh, a group of young professionals, financial advisors in one company here in the Philippines. I'm proud to say I'm from AIA Philippines, but this is something that I can share. You know, if you want to have a different flavor in your life, no, try financial planning. It's a very, very noble job. It's a very noble profession, and all of your colleagues, soon to be colleagues, will be very happy to welcome you, and your soon to be clients will also be very happy to support you. So, ganun lang po. I'm very happy again, Sir Sonny and Miss Haydee, for this time. And
Yes.
I'm just very glad na invited here. Thank you po.
We
Thank you
we
so
are
much.
very glad as well. And before you go, any socials that you would want to plug, or where can they follow you?
Yes.
They would want
Yes,
to,
follow me on
go
Facebook,
to the
no? Follow me
insurance
Instagram,
part.
Zivie Amora lang yan, Zivie Amora A, and you can follow the page of our agency for more financial planning tips, Amora Assurance Agency. No, most of our financial literacy topics are there too. So see you online.
That's
All right. Thank,
great. That's
thank,
great.
thank you,
Thank
ZB.
you again, Engineer Zivie Amora.
Yeah, we'll see you in a
Thank you,
while.
thank you po. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Ang galing no Heidi na young as he is, no, he already has this vision for his team, a vision for himself. And parang yun ang isang no, lesson sa mga young people, no. Have a vision for
Mhm.
yourself. Have a vision of what you want your life to look like, no? And aspire for it, work for it, no? And it can happen to you. Yeah, that is all the time that we have. Maganda sana no we masaya kasi
Dami
yung
ko
mga
pang gusto
conversations
sanang
na
tanungin
ganito.
kay CV kasi alam mo, naano talaga ako sa kanya, no, na he was able to attract young
Mhm.
people to be in this industry. But yeah, kulang yung oras, but we've learned a lot from this
Mhm.
episode.
Very enriching, very enlightening. Thank you to Zivie Amora, and thank you to all of our listeners tonight. This has been Money and More on TNC, reminding you that financial freedom.
Is in your hands. This
This is
has
Sunny
been
Haldon.
Heidi Haldon for TNC Money and More. See you next week.
Good night, everyone.